secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, boss up, boss up, get that money, get that money. She a queen and they love her cause she got her own place, own car, and she black on.
Hey cousins, it's been a minute, huh? Listen, it's snowing out here. Y'all already know what it is. It is Shay Shay from Simply Magnolias and Honey, just a southern girl living life like it's golden. No matter how thick and sticky life gets, remember it is what? Still golden. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, right? Sure. Look, it's snowing out here. I keep telling everybody I can't deal with this up north weather. So even though I didn't really necessarily grew up in Mississippi like that, but every time we went back in the summertime, it was always that beautiful sun hitting my skin or whatever. All right, y'all, look. I just want to, wait a minute, I have to make this turn real quick. But I just wanted to come on here and just kind of say that today is a blessed day. Today is a day that you were never promised. Today is a day that you should have never even seen for real. And I'm about to go get these nails. I'm about tired looking at it. I'm about tired. I am. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Walking around looking like daggone Freddy Krueger and I've been in the daggone knife fight. Stop it. So, anyway. Y'all, right now it's so critical, man. Like, I'm just seeing so many people, like, going through it. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you going to do about it, though? I mean, if it's something that you have gotten yourself into, and yes, most of us have gotten ourselves into the situation that we are in due to we ignored all the red flags. We decided that, oh, well, you know, we can fix stuff. I don't know, whatever we thought was going to happen necessarily did not happen the way we planned it to happen. And now we sit up here looking crazy because everything blew up in your face, right? Listen, y'all, my birthday next week. Hey, February 5th. And I'm turning 37. Can you believe that? I look like I'm 25, right? Black don't crack, right? I know. But turning 37, and it's like, dang, like I found myself like I was about to go through like a midlife crisis or something. I was like, dang, like I'm gonna be 37. Like I remember when I was 16, 17 years old, having my first baby, and I thought I was gonna live forever. Nothing was gonna start hurting. Back wasn't gonna start hurting. Knees wasn't gonna start. Oh, let me stop, because I still got the Megan knees. I got the Megan knees. But yeah, I just thought like, man, you know, I would have never imagined my life as it is right now, right? And all my plans that I had. Ew, you saw that? Look like a spider web in my mouth. Like, that looks so nasty. Look like a vampire. But yeah, so like I would have never imagined. I don't like that. Hold on. That my life would have ended up being the way it is now. I'm not saying that I'm mad. I'm not saying that I have no regrets. As crazy as it is, and it's stuff, you know, all the stuff that I never went through. Like I don't have any regrets, because those lessons have taught me a great deal about life, have taught me a great deal about parenting, has taught me a great deal about love, relationships, marriage, has taught me come on, y'all, get across the street. She was snowing outside. Has taught me a great deal about just acceptance, rejection, who's gonna be in your corner, who's not. Taught me about healing, taught me about resilience, taught me about ambition, determination, just taught me about that. Yuki, I hear you beeping, girl. I'm finna get out. I'm not gonna put my seatbelt on right now. Stop it. So, and I'm just like, listen, I've learned so much in 37 years. Well, I ain't really started learning until I was like, the minute I had my first baby, 17. It's like, at that point, I'm like, man, life can teach you so much. Life can teach you either how to win, how to lose, how to, what your patience is, life really truly teaches you about yourself. Whether you can deny who you are, or you can say, all right, you know what? Every day I'm evolving. Do you have a stop sign? No. Every day I'm evolving. Every day I'm changing. Everything, what I liked last year, I'm not gonna like my standards that I had last year, last week, last 2 minutes ago. Stop playing. It's gonna change. Like, I have to, you gotta learn that about yourself, that you're always forever evolving, and that things are not meant to stay the same. Okay, you turning hard. So things are not ever meant to stay the same. If you're not changing, something wrong. Like, people are like, oh man, this me, this is just how I am. No, it's not. Because at some point you had to realize that however you thought you was, it was triggered by some type of a trauma. We act the way we act because some type of a childhood trauma. We act the way we act because of, because of the experiences that we face in life, right? You don't just wake up, or you don't just be born and then say, I like this color, and that's what I'm gonna forever like this color. I like this type of woman, I like this type of man, and as you grow up, like, oh, I don't like that. Like, we necessarily don't really even know our types. We don't even know, what we can handle, and the more you go through life, it's like, hopefully you decide that, hey, listen, like, this ain't the life for me. This is not what I signed up for. God, look, you said my plan is already written. So either me and you, we need to get on the same page, because the page I was writing on ran out of ink, and I'm still trying to figure out your page already written. So I need to finish your book. Shoot, stop playing. Like, you got to get to that point. Like, man, come hell or high water. I know how I feel about that word, high water, however you say it, wherever you're from, whatever. But you just got to understand, man, like, life is a gift. And if you are not forever evolving, if you are not forever, testing the limits a little bit, just taking calculated risk, counting the cost on every situation that you end yourself in, every choice that you make. Remember, there's always consequences to everything you do, whether good, bad, ugly, pretty, beneficial. You got to take the L. Take the L. It is what it is, right? Man, my birthday coming up so quick, man. I just had like, my mom was just like, Shay, listen, like, I already wrote my blueprints and stuff like that. I already had that. I already had that. I did that day after Christmas. Stop playing. I already did that. I already took my own advice. But for me, it's just like, Shay, you a mother of 9 children. Every day, like, you need to show them that it's possible. Like, being now single and really getting to know myself, like, like it ain't no shame, man, ain't no shame. Like, when you used to going to bed with somebody every night, when you're used to, that oh, I'm about to pick on my husband today, I'm about to pick on him today, and I'm, when you used to that, when you're used to arguing, when you are used to, now that's toxic too, stop playing. When you are used to just having somebody just to, like, you know, you want to share your ideas with, when you're used to all of that type of stuff, and then all of a sudden you're having to just, you find yourself alone all the time, it makes you think about so much. It makes you think about, like, I'm not perfect. I know that, you know, I have some flaws. I know that, you know, over the course of the years, like, I have contributed to, you know, a lot of the things that I have gone through. Absolutely. I admit that without a shadow of a doubt. Man, Shay, you stubborn as hell, girl. Yes, you stubborn. And I know a lot of times, a lot of stuff I didn't feel like wanting to do, but I did it anyway because I thought I was going to have a better outcome. Because I thought that I was daggone, I don't know who I thought I was, for real. And when the stuff blew up in my face, I was like, oh, well, shoot. I guess I ain't about it like I thought I was, you know. So when you're used to all of that stuff, and then now you're having to come face to face with the girl in the mirror, that little girl in the mirror. I ain't no grown woman in the mirror. Because sometimes whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, you're really looking at your childhood self. You're really looking at your trauma self. You're really looking at your toxic self. You're really looking at the manipulative ways that you've done, the little white lies you might have told, the stuff that you done got yourself into, the situation that you done had to now deal with the consequences because you decided you wanted to go have a little sneaky link. You know, you had to go out there and go do all of that. The job that you should have took, but you didn't because you wanted to be closer to whatever. But then you didn't do the calculated risk. You didn't count the cost. You didn't do all of those things. The burnt bridges that you done did in the past. Now they all haunting you in your face. Man, when you had to sit there and look at that little girl in the mirror, and she's staring back at you and say, "Now what? Now grown self. Now what?" Everything that you done ever went through, your traumas, the misery, your depression, everything that you done fought so hard to suppress. Boy, them jokers be looking back at you. It's like you looking at a word body. And what I mean by that is this: you can clearly see that it's your image, right? You can clearly see that it's you staring back at you. But your silhouette is made of nothing but words. Everything that you have ever tried to fight against, everything that you done ever tried to suppress, everything that you done ever tried to hide, everything that you done ever tried to say dumb it down, everything that you done ever tried to neglect, everything that you'd ever tried to reject, everything that you tried to fight so hard to keep a straight face, it's staring right back at you and you looking like, dang, man, I didn't want you to come out right now. This is my come up. But along with a come up, you're going to have to face the girl in the mirror, man. I'm so serious right now. And sometimes it takes you to really see, like, dang, am I having a midlife crisis or something? I'm going to be 37 years old. And all the stuff that I've ever tried and wanted to do, I've had to sit there and look at that little girl in the mirror. I had to look at little spots in the mirror. That's what they used to call me that when I was little. I don't know why, but it is. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I did look at that little girl in the mirror. Sometimes I find myself rolling my eyes at her. Oh, you think you're grown? Oh, you talking back now? Oh, all right. Keep talking. You better shut up. No, go ahead. What else? Well, dang, I ain't need you. You ain't gotta read me like that. You a child. God said you need to stay in a child's place. Go ahead, come on. What the Holy Spirit say? Wait, keep talking. I know. Stop it. I know God say out of the mouth of babes. Go ahead, keep talking. What? For real, I'm like that. For real. I'm sorry, little girl. But trust me, you staring back at me, you gonna be like, I want to be like her when I grow up. Yes, I actually had a conversation with myself like that. I did. I had to look at my younger self and say, now I have to humble myself and say, shut up and listen. You always think you know, just because you experienced it don't mean that you learned your lesson from it. Just because you didn't experience, I'm talking from experience, so I know. Hell, you don't know nothing. Shut up. That's why you keep going through the same daggone cycles that you're going through now. But when that little girl turned around and told me, she was like, yeah, I know who you're going to be when you grow up. And I want to be just like her. Man, I daggone near broke down. Who the world do you see, little girl? Who do you see? Because right now, this woman is broken. She's tired. She's insecure at some points. She's trying to laugh stuff off, but sometimes it don't work. But when that little girl turned around and told me, I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. She ain't necessarily told me that. But when I told myself in the mirror, I said, dang, she was like, I know who you're going to be. And I want to be just like her when I grow up. I'm not even grown right now. I'm still trying to figure out who the word she's talking about. Y'all, it's like every day of life is a gift. You can choose to reject that gift. You can choose to be an Indian giver and give it back. You can choose to do whatever it is that you want to do. But just know, don't return that gift to God unopened. God gave you this gift as a day for you to do whatever it is that you want to do. How you live your life is showing him how you opened your present. Whether you just sit around the house all day and wallowing in your misery, in your depression, and stuff that you can easily change. You sitting there trying to battle with stuff that you can't change. You can't change people. Folk gonna do what they want to do. They gonna say what they want to say. They gonna treat you the way that they want to treat you. It's up to you whether or not you want to choose to, unless you want to deal with that or not. I got something in my eye, sorry. I don't know what it is, but this joke is like beaming my eyeball. But man, hold on, let me see how much time I got left. Oh, I'm good. All right, so at the end of the day, man, I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, dang, you know, listen, I'm one of them ones, I analyze everything. Man, I don't forget Jack. And look, Jill don't know either. Stop playing. And I be sitting there in my thoughts sometimes, and I just get to thinking and analyzing and putting puzzle pieces together and doing all of this type of stuff. I'm in my thoughts all the time. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. They say, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. And I'm very intuitive, like my discernment sometimes be on point. And it's just like, sometimes I be like, dang, Shay, like, I could have handled that situation better. Look, I am my worst critic. I'm like, listen, I got to do this, I got to do that. By this time, I need to have this. By that time, my children, I want them to have this. I want us to go experience this. I want to be able to be, like, I want that black love that exists. Like, I want that financial stability that exists. You know, I want that dream life that God painted before me when I was a child. I want that. Like, I used to have very, very vivid, like, very vivid dreams. Like, she's looking into about to hit my car or her door. Now dreams that I've had from like years ago are starting to kind of, like, I'm walking through them. It's so, man, listen, I don't know if y'all believe in that or not. I don't know if you had dreams or you done seen something, like I keep telling you, I keep seeing that word, I mean that number 444 every daggone way. Every time I look up, I see that number. I mean, I know y'all like, I don't know, that's, listen, stop that. But stuff that I had dreamed over years ago, like I'm walking in it, like I'm about to be part of the Black Economic Empowerment Summit. Like, I had a dream 2 years ago that I was on the stage. I already told y'all about this. I was on stage talking to like in a big auditorium type setting, and all I knew was whatever I was saying, I felt it. And now here come March 12th, I'm finna speak at the Maryland Theater in front of I don't know how many people. And it's like, God, I don't know who what you told that little girl in the mirror. I don't know what you told her that she said that she want to be like me when she grew up. I don't know what you told her, but I'm trying to figure out who she is too. I already told y'all, the only chick that I know that I am better than, the only girl that I know that I can walk circles around, the only one that I know that I can beat in a battle at any point in time. Stop playing with me. That's the old girl. That's me. That's the old me. My mom used to say, girl, you walk around with just a no care for attitude. You just don't care, Shay. No, it wasn't that. It was just I was always guarded. I thought I was protecting myself. But now as I've grown older, I've kind of did more harm than good. But day by day though, day by day, I just look up and I just thank God. Like, I'm not perfect. I make choices. I be saying stuff that I know daggone where I knew I shouldn't be. I be thinking about thoughts that I know I shouldn't be. But that's part of life. That's part of me growing through what I'm going through. That's part of me dealing with all the stuff that I've been dealing with lately. That's part of me, expressing myself in a way that I never even thought I had. That I had. Stuff was coming out of me that I ain't never even knew that I thought was there. Words and thoughts that came out of me that I was like, dang, I don't never think like this. I don't never talk like this. I don't never da. But boy, when you faced with the biggest lessons of your life, there's a side of you that will come out. Let that joker come out. I believe in it. Let that side of you come out. Let God, show God, like, God, look, I'm hurting, man. This pain right now, I feel like it's unbearable. God, again. But it's like a comfort. It's a comfort in me knowing that, man, you know what? I can speak to you about anything and you won't sit up here and judge me. You won't sit up here and make it seem like, oh, well, you shouldn't be cussing. You're a Christian. Oh, well, you shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be having those type of thoughts. You're a Christian girl. Man, stop all that, man. God needs to hear your emotion. Let that mess out. Because when you let that stuff harbor inside of you, when you let that stuff, when you allow them thoughts to attack your mind like that, that's why them jokers be sitting in the daggone mental asylum, think they schizophrenic, thinking they seeing dead people walking around, thinking they in a white room in a white straight jacket, the only black person in there, talking about they see purple rabbits and carrying on. No, let that mess go, man. Let that mess out. I'm not playing. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm only talking about Shayla Entrene Boyd right now. I'm only talking to my old crazy silly self. I'm only talking about me. And when you come to terms with you, when you come to terms with that little girl in the mirror, little Sputs, when you come to terms with her and what she's saying with you, because out the mouths of babes, children recognize everything. So when them words start coming out of a child's mouth, I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about, not literal, but I'm just saying. But that's when you know the veil has dropped, boy. It's over with. You done already come to terms with who you are. You done already come to terms with how you act. Girl, you just as wild and crazy. You done already, it's hot up in here now. Shoot, I'm getting hot. Hair all up on my neck. Shoot. But when you done already come to terms with who it is that you are, where you headed, and the real you, oh, I would never do that. I'm just a righteous and girl, stop playing with me. Stop it. I don't care how old you are. Your midlife crisis can happen at 4. Stop it. You think the world done crashed down on you at 104. You can be sitting in the mirror looking like, oh, baby, these wrinkles done, I don't know what's going. Stop playing. Stop it. Y'all don't know why, like me, this little birthday thing kind of make me anxious. Shoot. Like, my daughter didn't even make it to her first birthday. And I'm over here stressing about my 37th birthday. I'm sitting over here looking like, dang, life is precious like God, and by God's grace and mercy, man, if I do make it next week, I don't even know if I'm going to be here next week. Shoot. Life ain't promised, man. Life ain't promised. And as God is my witness, I pray all the time, man, forgive me, man. I know I ain't perfect. This is just how I'm able to deal with my emotion and the traumas that I've experienced. Have mercy on me, man. You know? But that daggone birthday thing just hit me like a ton of bricks just now. I was like, golly, girl, you 3 years away from 40. Still look good, though. And but, yeah, 30. I was like, golly, Shay. Girl, you better wake up. Shoot, the world don't revolve around you. You got 8 other children looking up at you, telling us, Mom, what you finna do? Like, all right, look. Our life in your hands. What you gonna do now? Y'all, I just came on here to get that little snippet out. First of all, because I ain't talked to y'all in forever. I've been in my emotions. And that's okay. I can do that. I can. And then on top of it, I said, you know what? I just need to have a moment. I said, I really need to have a moment with Shay real quick. I really need to have a little moment with Sputs real quick. Because me and her, we need to talk. All this trauma, all these cycles and stuff, me and her need to have a talk. God, come on, you included. Let's go. All 3 of us, we need to have a talk. So I'm tired. Okay? But that's all for real. That's all I really wanted to say for real. Like, that's really all I really wanted to say. And y'all know I can sit up here and talk forever. We've already been talking for 26 minutes. The time I only give me 27:11 to talk. I need to delete my storage. Shoot. I'm mad about that too. Paid Google One to keep my storage, and now we got to keep paying him. Shoot. Keep running out of time to talk. Can't keep doing me like that. But anyway, I love y'all. I do. I do. Because y'all be listening to me being crazy. But I'm finna get up on out here. I need to get my Freddy Krueger claws fixed. Told you he looked like he done got in a fight with a crocodile, and the crocodile done chomped on him. I need to go get them things fixed, boy. Working at this daggone job, they be helping me fix. Okay, I got 11 seconds. All right, y'all. I love y'all. See you later. Bye.